It is Mermay, and today we're going to be talking about how if you have beautiful and cute merpeeps, that's short for merpeople, and I kind of regret it every time I say it, but there it is. What do your beautiful merfolk need to hang out with? Horrific monsters, that's what. And luckily, the ocean already supplies them. Enter the deep sea creatures. What makes them so bloody creepy? I mean, let's be honest. I touched on this some in the video on the frilled shark mermaid, but let's get into it more deeply. What makes deep sea creatures so viscerally disturbing, at least to me? Yeah, let me know if they don't creep you out, because, hats off to you. So the first reason is gross texture. Fish scales have a weird texture to us non-scaled creatures, but they do tend to have, a nice pattern or, a pretty sheen going on, sometimes both. And on the other hand, deep sea creatures are, lumpy, kind of wrinkly, like the shape-shifting whalefish, which you should see on the screen now. And I know that I associate this sort of irregular, lumpy wrinkliness with diseases or rashes. It's very unsettling. Also, another thing is the sliminess. So fresh caught fish are not generally slimy unless there's something wrong with them. But look at the Emperor Dumbo octopus. You just know that would be slimy and slick and ooey. Yeah, gross texture. Second reason is that deep sea creatures are often basically aliens. This isn't always bad. It can give them a modern art kind of feel, like the glass octopus. I mean, seeing its organs is kind of weird, but it's not, inherently repulsive. But then there's, things like the spindly squid. Look at this. This is a tripod from the War of the Worlds, but, with more legs. Yeah, it's very alien to me. The third reason is mystery. So, humans are naturally afraid of the unknown because things we know nothing about could be harmful. It's a survival mechanism so we don't get killed very young. I mean, kids are also curious, so I guess that kind of goes against that. And yeah, humans are silly. There is much we still don't know about deep sea creatures, so this enhances the fear factor. And also some just look mysterious, like the giant phantom jellyfish. It looks like if the Grim Reaper was a jellyfish, which makes me realize that this girl who I'm drawing, she is based off of the giant phantom jellyfish, and I really should have gone for a Grim Reaper guy or Grim Reaper girl instead of just a cutesy, kind of mushroomy kind of look. I don't hate this design, but if I had the time to revamp it a few times and really dig deeper into making a defined character, yeah, I think going with a Grim Reaper thing would be actually pretty awesome. It would still be creepy though. If I was swimming and I saw this thing headed toward me, I would try to swim the other way and I'd probably die. Reason number 4. These deep sea creatures are awesome. They are absolutely disgusting sometimes. In addition to their gross texture, some of these creatures just have outright body horror going on. Did you ever catch the barrel eye fish in Animal Crossing? Its art and description sound innocent enough, but oh my goodness, is it repulsive in reality. It's got this translucent forehead, and it looks through its forehead using a pair of those big eyes that are inside its head. That's just, ugh. I just can't. Also, the giant phantom jellyfish looks kind of cool, but yeah, in texture, it looks like a sock. And I wish I had emphasized that even more in my design. I tried to do that, but I feel like I could have pushed it even further to make it look like a big sock, a big weird sock. So, now that we've broken it down, how as character designers can we tap into all that deep sea creatures have to offer? How can we make our own merfolk that are maybe horrific, based off of one of these freaks of nature and make it creepy, but not viscerally repulsive to people so that they like want to look away and not think about it, which would be bad if it's like a comic that you want people to return to and keep reading. So I don't think I did not succeed at making her creepy, because after a certain point I was just like beautiful big jellyfish girl. Like I fell into that trap that I mentioned in another video where I just want to make all my merfolk beautiful. It's bad, I know. But I think that I still believe that you can have a good balance of creepy factors and radical factors if you want to do a deep sea creature design that is not beautiful. So like the spindly squid, it is creepy because it looks like an alien. Like those long tentacles and arms are very unsettling. At least they are to me, because they also remind me of like bug legs. Ugh. But what makes this thing radical? I think that all deep sea creatures have a sort of radical quality, at least one. So in this case, the spindly squid is iridescent, which means it has luminous colors that change from different angles, kind of like oil. That's not a good example, but you know what, you've seen iridescence before, and iridescence can be very beautiful. Like if you want it, it can have the potential for really bringing out the charm and making the viewers less disturbed by all the spindly legs and everything. So yeah, creepiness, radicalness, choose what you want to use, merge them together, make a cool design, creep the readers out maybe, but also demonstrate what is awesome about deep sea creatures. And then, yeah, I guess that you could also just lean into the gross texture, but again, you don't want to make the readers so grossed out that they don't want to keep reading, unless that's part of your experience. That sounds like more like literary fiction, but literary fiction is a comic. I know there are some comics that are like kind of up there intellectually, like I'm not cool enough for them, so I can't say too much about them. So like there is a readership out there for that, I'm sure. So if you want to make a big ooey gooey Emperor Dumbo octopus as your main character's like best friend or something, like go ahead. Like it could be an awesome statement about the impermanence of beauty or something like that. Or maybe it could just make that character stand out in a line out. I mean, whenever they look this slimy, like, yeah, that's definitely gonna stand out. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!